If your dog does even one of these things while you're sleeping, they're telling you something about how they see you and your bond that most people completely miss. And one of these signs is actually a red flag you shouldn't brush off. Welcome back to Canine Mindset, the channel where we dig into what's really happening inside your dog's head. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe before we dive in, because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you look at your dog. Every single night, while you're fast asleep, your dog is awake for at least part of that time. Somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m., most dogs shift position, lift their heads, resettle, or move somewhere else entirely. And what they do during those quiet hours isn't random at all. It's not boredom, and it's not just dogs being dogs. Dogs read the world constantly through instinct. And nighttime is when their defenses drop the lowest, which means their real feelings about you show up the most honestly. There's no performing at 3 in the morning, nobody's watching, no treats are on the way, no commands are being given. Whatever your dog does in that silence is about as close as you'll ever get to their raw, unfiltered truth. So tonight, when you climb into bed, actually pay attention. And before we get to number 1, tell me in the comments, does your dog sleep in the same room as you or somewhere else? I'm asking because the answer ties directly into several of the behaviors coming up, and you'll want to understand why. Let's kick things off with something small that most owners totally overlook. Number 1, your dog camps out near the bedroom door. If your dog doesn't curl up pressed against you, but instead picks a spot near the doorway, that's not them turning away from your company. It's the exact opposite. To a dog, the doorway represents the weak point, the one spot where anything from outside could slip in uninvited. Whoever claims that post is protecting everyone on the inside. A dog that picks this spot night after night has essentially assigned themselves the job of watchdog while you rest. They're not avoiding you, they're working on your behalf without being asked, without any training telling them to, and without expecting anything in return. It's just how they see their role. Number 2, they let out a heavy sigh right before drifting off. You've probably heard it, that long, dramatic breath your dog releases the moment they curl up. For years, people assumed it meant they were tired or uncomfortable. But animal behavior experts have discovered that this kind of deep exhale, combined with a loose, relaxed body and half-shut eyes, is actually one of the clearest physical signals of contentment a dog can show. It's their nervous system powering down from alert mode, moving out of what experts call the on-duty state and into real, genuine rest. Your dog only lets go like this when they feel completely secure. If your dog does this beside you, that's them telling you, without a single word, that being near you is what lets them fully unwind. Now here's where it gets even more fascinating. Number 3, they wake up, glance over at you, then drift right back to sleep. If you've ever stirred at night and caught your dog's head popping up, eyes fixed on you for a couple of seconds before settling back down, that's not aimless restlessness. That's a check-in. Dogs build what researchers refer to as a secure base attachment with their people, very similar in structure to the bond a young child forms with a parent. Part of that bond means periodically confirming that their base, you, is still there and still okay. Your dog isn't just sleeping nearby. They're keeping tabs on you, even in a half-conscious state, much like a parent who unconsciously listens for a baby's breathing through the wall. Number 4, they twitch, whimper, or paddle their legs in their sleep. This one deserves a closer look. Most owners just smile and assume they're having a funny dream, and most of the time that's spot on. Dogs, just like people, cycle through REM sleep, and this kind of twitching is a completely normal part of it. Their paws might paddle, their eyes might dart around under closed lids, their breathing might change pace. But here's the part almost nobody mentions. If these episodes start happening often, get more intense, or occur several times a night with your dog waking up looking genuinely shaken afterward, it can sometimes point to anxiety spilling over into their rest, or in some cases, hidden discomfort that becomes more noticeable during sleep because their guard is down and nothing during the day is distracting them from it. It doesn't automatically mean something's wrong, but the pattern is worth watching, not just the individual moment. Number 5, they hold off on settling down until you lie down first. Pay close attention tonight. Does your dog pace, sit, stand back up, and linger near the bed until you're actually lying still. Plenty of dogs won't truly settle into sleep until they see that you have. In the wild, animals that live in packs don't relax while another member of the group is still up and alert, because that alertness could signal danger nearby. Your dog waiting for you to go still before they do is an old survival instinct now playing out in your bedroom. They're syncing their rest to yours because, on some level, they still view you as the one who decides whether it's safe to power down. Number 6, and this one catches almost everyone off guard the first time they hear it. Your dog memorizes the sound of your breathing. This sounds nearly impossible until you understand how a dog actually experiences the world. Dogs don't process their surroundings visually first. The way we do, they experience it through smell and sound layered together, forming a picture that's often richer than anything we take in with our eyes. After months and years of sleeping close to you, your dog develops an internal blueprint of what you, safe and resting, sounds like slow, steady breathing with a particular rhythm. That's why any shift in your breathing, if you catch a cold, get congested, or something changes, can sometimes cause your dog to wake up and go on alert before you've even noticed anything's off yourself. It's not some mysterious power. It's the product of thousands of quiet, unconscious hours of studying you, driven purely by attachment. We're past the halfway mark now, and honestly, number 7 is the one that shifts how a lot of people view their dog for good. Number 7, they choose to sleep pressed against you, even when there's plenty of open space. Think about it logically. Most dogs have a whole bed, a whole room, sometimes an entire house full of comfortable spots to choose from. And yet, some dogs will consistently pick the few inches of space right against your leg or your back. This isn't about staying warm, and it isn't about which spot has the softest cushion. Physical contact during sleep, especially when the dog initiates it, is one of the strongest nonverbal signs of trust and bonding in the canine world. A dog won't drop their guard enough to sleep body to body with another creature, unless that creature has earned a permanent spot in the safe category. In that moment, you're not just their owner, you're their anchor. Number 8 is a subtle one, but once you spot it, you'll never miss it again. Your dog turns their body away from you, but keeps one ear angled in your direction. At first glance, it looks like your dog has simply turned their back on you, and some owners even feel a little hurt by it. But watch the ear closely. Even while facing completely away, a dog's ear will often rotate on its own to stay locked onto the person they trust most in the room. It's one of the clearest examples of a dog physically relaxing while still keeping a line open to you. They're comfortable enough to face away from the rest of the world, but not comfortable enough to stop listening for you. And finally, number 9, the one I teased at the start, the one you shouldn't ignore. If your dog has recently started waking you up at night, pacing, panting, or seeming genuinely uneasy, and this wasn't their usual behavior before, this one is different from everything else on the list. This isn't affection, this is a warning sign. Sudden shifts in nighttime behavior can point to physical pain, joint discomfort that worsens after hours of lying still, digestive trouble, or in older dogs, early signs of cognitive decline, disrupting their normal sleep patterns. Here's why this matters so much. Dogs are incredibly good at hiding pain during the day when activity and adrenaline keep them distracted from it. But at night in the stillness, that mask tends to slip. If this sounds like your dog, it's worth bringing up with your vet, not because something is guaranteed to be wrong, but because catching it early always beats catching it late. So take a moment and look back over all 9 of these. Guarding the door, the sigh of relief, the midnight check-ins, the dream twitches, waiting for you to go still first. Memorizing the rhythm of your breathing, choosing contact with you over open space, the ear that stays tuned to you even when their body turns away. And the one signal that means something might actually be wrong. None of this is your dog just being a dog. Every single one of these behaviors is a choice shaped by instinct, trust, and a bond with you that runs far deeper than most owners ever pause to consider. Every night your dog quietly proves in their own way that you're the center of their world, with no audience, no reason, and no need for you to ever notice. Tonight, when you switch off the lights, pay close attention. You might see your dog in a completely new light by morning. If this opened your eyes even a little, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments which one of these your dog does the most. I read every single one.